Hola, boys and girls. Mrs. Phillips, PE. Everybody should be checking their shoelaces, their Velcro strips, their buttons, their zippers, and your slip-ons. So get ready to play a marble game. Okay? I know we did marbles on rainy days, and we did it inside the classroom, and we used different items to shoot at. You used a boulder. Let me get my marbles. Thank you for waiting. We used a boulder. We used a hurley. And we used a steely. Of course, everybody's favorite was the steely. Has more weight behind it. These are some of the marbles that my husband had. His name was Larry. This is a boulder, but it's a steely. It's a big, okay? You don't come across those very often. So I'm not gonna use the boulder steely as my favorite shooter. I'm gonna use this boulder. Before you start your game, you're gonna stand on this, behind this line right here. And this is called lagging. You put either one knee down, one knee up, or you can do it standing up. And whoever gets the closest to the line is first. But if you go over the line, you're last. So you have to set up a lagging area. I kind of concentrated in having everything here. But you can put your lagging on the side, if you wish. Before you start your game, you have to decide what kind of setup you're gonna do. This setup here, the marbles are scattered. Over here to your left is a cross. So you decide what pattern you're gonna start your game. Everybody, I want you to make a platform. With your hand, platform, and knuckle down on your platform. And we're gonna do it without the shooter. I'm gonna put it down here. My driveway is kind of downhill, so I gotta stop the marbles, okay? Platform, knuckle down, now flick. Flick. Very good. You're flicking. Now just make believe that you have your shooter. And you're gonna flick that shooter. Now, whoever is first, on which circle you decide, naturally, you're going to be shooting without the platform. You're gonna put your knuckles down and you're gonna shoot. I missed. Wherever the shooter stops, there it stays there. If you hit one of the marbles out of the circle, you get to put it to the side. Let's say all the marbles that I hit out of the circle, I'll pile up over here on this corner, and you decide where you're gonna put the marbles that you hit out of the circle. Now you can also play keepsies. In keepsies, if you hit a marble out of the circle, you get to keep it. But that has to be decided before you start the game. That's very important. So let's review. Lagging, you decide who's going to be first. Decide what pattern you're going to put in your circle. Now my circles are about the size of a medium pizza. This is a good size for 2 or 3 people. If you're going to have more, naturally your circle will be bigger. Remember, wherever your shooter stops, that stays there. Now if somebody hits your shooter because it stayed inside the circle, it stays in the circle. And other player, can either hit your shooter and make it go away and to a different direction and naturally out of the circle. And if that person does that, that's where you start, wherever your shooter stops. As long as your shooter is inside the circle, you get to shoot from inside the circle. It's a very fun game. The game is over when all the marbles are gone. And if you play keepsies, everybody counts the marbles they got out of the circle, and whoever has the most marbles is the winner. Now remember, respect each other. Be fair. Now some of you are going to be more advanced than others in your game. Be patient. And I'm glad that Mr. Rothwell is allowing us to make this film, because he told us that you as students are missing PE, and this is a game that you can play inside the house or outside. A hot day like today, I would be inside. It's very warm today. So I thank you. I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well also. Thank you for allowing me to come into your home. See you soon.